Hi, this is Melissa, and we are the bag system. We have dissociative identity disorder, and it ain't always me speaking. Which lately, it hasn't always been me speaking. Which is a weird thing, because not because it didn't used to happen, but because I didn't know that that's what it was that was happening. And there was things that would happen, things that I would say, or that I thought were tics, like things that I thought were coprolalia type tics, obscene tics, where, like, say I would have like a noise tic, and then there was sudden yelling at the tic, and I was like, that's a tic too. It must be, because I didn't do that. And so it has to be a tic. There's nothing else it can be but a tic. And then later on, realizing, like I said in another video, looking back at my Tourette's on the bus, Tourette syndrome video, on my main channel, I Drink the Seawater, where there's noises, me ticking, and then there's yelling. Sacrilege of effing stop that, bitch. Tick? And I look so dissociated in that video. And then, say, time goes on, and then I have, like, I'm sitting in therapy, and I do an OCD, I'm stressed out, so I'm doing my OCD compulsions, tapping, counting and tapping, so I'm tapping next to me, and I tap what I'm hoping is the goal would be 7 times. But I'm worried, what if I did it 8 times? What if I made a mistake? So then I'm wondering, oh no, I fudged up, I might have to redo it. But then there's this yelling that goes something like, well, here, I'm in therapy too. And it goes something like, you did it wrong, you fucking bitch. Oh, that was a tic. Well, my therapist says, who talks to you like that? And I was like, well, no one. It was just a tic. It just doesn't matter. Like, what does it matter? No one talks to me like that but me, apparently. But that wasn't really me talking to me like that, because tics be tics. And when things were looking backwards, he was like, well, I could have told you that wasn't a tic. But he couldn't really figure out what it was anyways, but he knew it wasn't a tic. He figured it was something PTSD related. And now, this week, we have, you know what? I don't know their name. Someone's angry with me. And I've heard them speaking at me before, and I want to, you know what? I want to problem solve. I've been trying to write in journals and say, you know, I know you're mad at me, and can you tell me why you're mad at me? Why are you angry? And I'm trying to figure it out. And I said, please, you know, there's got to be some reason, and it has to be a valid reason, and maybe I did something wrong. Because, you know, this week they've been yelling, as in this face, this voice yelling was them yelling, not the neighbors, as sometimes I tell the story and they're like, oh, the neighbors are yelling. No, see, no, they were yelling, but that was me in here, them in here, me, not us, the them. So they're yelling and mad, and calling me a bitch, and I'm stressing because I don't feel angry, but I'm yelling and acting like I'm angry, and realizing, oh, this is this individual again, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to problem solve about it. I don't know how to make it so that they might not hate me so much anymore. And maybe if I could understand why they hate me. Like, is it something to do with the abuse? Is it... dissociated. Whoosh. I'm on a menage. So is it something to do with the past? Is it something to do with the present? Is it something to do with, I'd like to know? Because I want to make it better, and I want to work on things with my system, and I'm kind of tired of not being able to work on things in therapy. Because, well, I just ended therapy, DBT. It was going to end anyways, but I ended up slightly earlier because that wasn't working out. My therapist didn't want to talk to my alters, didn't want to acknowledge them, didn't want to... If they spoke, even a child, even Skittle spoke very happily and spoke to him, he would ignore her. If Maggie spoke to him, he would ignore her. It wasn't that he didn't believe in DID. He diagnosed us. He believes in DID. He just wants me, as in Melissa, to be the successful one, to be the only one on the surface, to strategize on how to make them never ever appear. An elephant! Yeah, there's an elephant. It's kind of looks like a giant mandala. So, I don't know who's mad, and I don't know what their name is. I don't know anything. I don't know. I kind of worry a little bit, or a lot, that I am hugely responsible for whatever it is. Like, that whatever their blame is that they're putting on me is way more than just valid as feelings, but valid as in they have a really good reason to be mad at me. And I don't know what it is. So I'm stressing, and I'm worried, and I'm worried about them because that must be a lot of anger to hold. And you know, they seem to... they yell a lot. Like, I never yell. And, like, I just... It's out of the ordinary for me because... And especially before, when I thought it was a tick, I just thought it was a angry-sounding tick and not just something within me or us that was making this outbursts. And I'm concerned. And I'm worried. Not just that it's... you know, yelling around the house or around people, for that matter. I worry that they're not okay. And that I did something really, really bad. Because they are really, really mad. And they don't like looking at me, apparently. Neither do I! So, we'll make some more videos. But, I wanted to clear the air about that right now because it's something that I'm really stressing about. And I'm hoping... I don't know, maybe if anyone can relate, maybe leave it in the comments if you feel so inclined. And maybe it could help them if they read it too. That would be, I don't know, beneficial. So, thanks.